time, let's just get straight into
come on.
this. Okay, the chapter starts with not necessarily a flashback, but a death's door dream sequence of Gojo and Geto. I don't know what you call this, but it's essentially not a good sign for a character to be imagining or dreaming this because it heavily hints that they're dead or they're gonna die. But in this sequence, Geto says yo to Gojo, who's looking stupefied. Gojo says, man, this is awful, and Geto pouts, saying Gojo's being rude. Gojo says he told his students that when you die alone, so he hopes this is just an imagination. Yeah, like I said earlier, this isn't a flashback. Gojo and Geto did not have this conversation in the past. I guess they're having this conversation in the afterlife, or an imaginary afterlife, because him saying to Geto, aw man, this is awful, and mentioning about telling his students the reality of dying alone, it's implied that, well, yeah, Gojo died, and he's reunited with Geto, his best friend, during their teen years. More on that later. Apparently, Gojo was about to mention something about his father, but then leaves the topic, saying he left it to Shoko to handle it, so it's alright. I'm not gonna lie, the knowledge of Gojo's family has been something about she was the king of curses. So yeah, again, for the solidify, Geto asks, how was the king of nation towards go all in for it? Gojo says he's not sure if he could win even if Sukuna didn't have Megumi's curse technique. Geto is surprised that Sukuna made Gojo, of all people, to admit that. Yo, does Gege Akutami see, hear, and listen to the community's thoughts? I'll get back to this in the end, but oh my goodness, a lot of people's previous thoughts got denied today. Anyways, Gojo said that he gave his everything, his trained body, the techniques he learned, the talent he brushed, inspiration and explosive powers. He says he wanted them, the students, to reach Sukuna and hopes it will reach to him. Gojo says it was fun. He also feels sorry for Sukuna because he didn't give his all to Gojo. So yeah, there's another reminder that Sukuna didn't or couldn't give his all in this fight. Geto says that made him feel jealous, but if Gojo is satisfied with it, then he's good. Gojo says he would have been satisfied if Geto was also there to give him a slap.
There is no way, bro.
On the back to motivate him. God damn it, man. That's such a tearjerker. Imagining if Geto was still alive, turning to the good side, and then being there with all the students, giving Gojo a pat on the back. Come on, Gege Akutami. Gojo says he's glad that what killed him was not like time or disease, but someone stronger than him. He's glad that what killed him was someone stronger than him. No. Because obviously Gojo has been the strongest in his whole life, so man, I can't wait to go more in depth about this in my review. But there we go, another dialogue again where, you know, Gojo basically admitted that Sukuna was stronger.
Oh no.
Nanami chimes in, says it's disgusting to hear all that from Gojo because he sounds like a samurai general. Oh, I can't do this anymore, guys. It's with their partners, so Gojo and Geto on one bench, then Nanami and Haibara on the other. Like, Nanami says he won't justify Gojo's last moments, but he will feel sympathy for him. Gojo thanks Nanami for that. That's just like, it's so Nanami, right? When he says he won't justify Gojo's maybe I'm reading this wrong. Again, I'm kind of stun locked, but
no. Oh no!
But because Gojo died while leaving the students by themselves. Remember in the verse Naruto arc when Yuji and Nanami were together, Nanami said something along the lines of not believing how a kid like Yuji
how he lose?
Nor you life said to hey,
how did he lose?
Get not gonna yeah. It's like I dead Gojo. He's gonna come back. But on the next page, yeah, Satoru Gojo has officially died. I'm speechless. Like, I deadass think tomorrow I'm just gonna cry all day because that's when I—
How did he lose? Shut up!
Like, what am I seeing with this panel right now?
Oh my gosh, bro.
We see Sukuna explaining Maharaga's adaptation. Once Maharaga receives an attack, it'll gradually adapt to it over time, and the more attack it takes, the faster it'll adapt. Sukuna says he expected Maharaga to be a role model which passes through Gojo's infinity. So Maharaga was first adapting to Gojo's infinity. It was changing the cursed energy so that it would neutralize infinity. Sorry, the spoilers just keep saying infinity a lot. And when Maharaga shot the slash, so Gojo, referring to chapter 232 or 233, it wasn't the same as Sukuna. It expanded the curse technique target to not just Gojo, but to the space/world itself and cut it. We then see Gojo cut into
Oh my gosh!
that infinity doesn't matter anymore if the entire world can be cut.
Like, how did you? Oh my gosh, bro. How did this nigga lose, bro? How did? Yo, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Yo. Alright. I'm dropping the show, bro. I'm not watching. I'm dropping it.
This doesn't clearly explain.
Look at this nigga.
What
Look at him. Even while he's dying, he looking light skinned. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm dropping the show. Dropping the show. Dropping the show. Dropping the show. I'm dropping the show. Dropping the show. I'm actually dropping it. Oh my Gojo. Gojo. This nigga know what he did, bro.
to Gojo? I mean, from what it's saying, it's kind of implying that, like, Mahoraga did this, even though we saw Mahoraga dying in the last chapter because of the wheel vanishing. Like, okay, it sort of explains that Gojo got cut in half because Mahoraga's adaptation goes beyond the space itself. So when it adapts to attacks, it's more than just adjusting to the curse technique and cursed energy. It's on the physical world itself. So maybe when he saw Sukuna's slashes back in the fight in Shibuya, that's because his adaptation goes to a metaphysical degree, not just cursed energy. Again, I don't even know. I'm kind of speaking out of my ass. It'll probably or probably not get clarified in the full translations, but after killing the sorcerer, Sukuna says, "Good job, Gojo Satoru. I will never forget about you." And the chapter ends with Kashimo heading towards Sukuna's location. Guys, this is such a hype ending. The way Kashimo is just pulling up to Sukuna, not even feeling a second of sorrow for Gojo's death. As soon as that happened, Kashimo just left everyone and, with a smile on his face, immediately approaches the battlefield. I mean, it is Kashimo at the end of the day. He did say he'll fight the winner of this battle, and, you know, he's not the type of person to feel empathy with these characters, let alone he always wanted to fight Sukuna from the start. But oh my god, this chapter just had everything. It had everything. Like I said,
dropping the show. I'm dropping the show. Pretty simple. JJK will be dropped. My Hero. After 400. Show will be dropped.
Hi, this is Chantrice.
Yep,
and
that's
a
one
thing
show
I love
dropped.
about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is the richness of the.
Alright, so we got the 401 spoilers, and the battle between All Might and All For One is continuing yet again in this chapter. Except this time we have